Welcome to Trading Lounge and the US indices, and looking at the S&P 500 here on the hourly chart here. Just get a few things in play here, so move that across. So in a bit of a nutshell here, we've been calling this wave 3 top in play here, and that's been quite suitable because we've actually had 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 coming down through here, which we can label as wave 1. And we've been looking for after 5 waves down, we get an A and a B and a C wave here. So we had our short trade set up here in case the market pulled down from that level through there, but that's not the case, and I pointed out that a move above here would see a higher move. This is the 50 and the 60% retracement level here as well. So we've moved up from here, so we can still be on the same track here. We just need to look at this wave C here. If I can move that over here, we would need to look at this as wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5 coming up to this point, and then failing from there. Now, so we have to let these little 5 waves here, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, play out here to see if we get this wave 2 here, because one of the things that's always bothered me with this move here is that from this wave 4 low here to this move up through here, in a lot of the cases it can be counted as 3 waves up here. So it's quite possible that instead of having the wave 4 here, that it's sitting over here as a wave C here and wave 4 here, and this being a wave B here and a wave A here. So an A and a B and a C for the A wave here, a B wave and a C wave here, and then having one more high up through here. So having this sitting up here in one more high here. I won't know the answer to this until this plays out here, and then we start seeing this move down here as such. So I don't have an answer for the Elliott count that's a confident count, but what we could do is just continue the way that we're going, in that looking for a short trade, we would need to still see a breach, well, not so much of this one here now. I can move that up into this space here, but I don't particularly want to do that just yet, so I'll just leave that there because we still need to see this play out through here. So I won't know until this starts to move down through here. So even if this moves, if this was going to be a wave 5 further up into this space here, then the way that this would move up here then is that all of this would be the 3rd wave, and then we would see a 4th wave pullback as an A and a B and a C, and then another move up here to finish that off. Yeah, we need to really investigate this one here, but once we've investigated that there, then we can move this over to here, and then we can look to short from here, but we can also look to go long from there again as well at that point. So for the short term, we need to continue to the upside, and then we need to wait for this here and then move up. There's different sort of scenarios, I mean, if I have a look at a bank for the moment, it's the same thing with the banks as well. So I'll just get this in perspective here. So this move up through here, we've got this move down through here as an ABC here. So this is Morgan's here, and this is much the same as the other banks as well, is that this move up here, it's a little bit tricky to see it as 5 waves up. I mean, it's spiked a lot and so on, but it could very well easily be an A wave to here, a B wave into here, and 3 waves, and then 5 waves into here as well, basically wave 1 here, and then an A and a B and a C for wave 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for the third wave, the fourth wave, and the fifth wave here. So this really counts down as 5 waves here as well, and this is, you know, most of the banks like this. And in fact, when we look at Amazon and Facebook and so on, we're all in. These are all in the same sort of pattern as well. So some of them present more of a bearish pattern, some present more of a bullish pattern. So I feel like it's a little bit unresolved, and I feel like we just need to be a little bit patient, so we can really get to the end of it. So, you know, this is the 61.8% here, and, you know, we could very well have an A and a B and a C wave over here, and failing from here and moving down from here. Whoops, daisy, over here, sorry. Yeah, to go over that again, this is the 50-60% retracement level. So we've got our 5 waves moving down through here. I just don't know if this is wave 1 here, or the A, the B, and the C wave to here. But we're going to get an answer very shortly from here. So I don't feel like we're missing anything, and I feel like that we'll still get a really good entry on the short side, if that's going to be the case as well, because we'd still need, you know, even once this gets up here into the box, or it may even be finished now, you know, it's still going in one way or another. Even if it dropped from here, it's going to drop down. It's going to find support in amongst all this here, dropping down here, and then bouncing back. It's going to give us a bit of a switch set up to the short side on the daily charts as well. So yeah, we will probably set up some short trades for some of the NASDAQ stocks and some of the banks as well, in the CFD equity trades, but they will be at particular points where they will be triggered short. So far as trading these banks here, this is the Bank of America, it's the same thing here as well. We've got this nice 5-wave structure to the downside, and just we need to resolve these a little bit. But we could go short, say this is the Bank of America, we can go short under 28.80 here, you know. So yeah, it may still go up here, but we can set our orders here, and if they are triggered, well, then we're on our way down through here. We just need to be mindful with all of these that you know, this can be an A and a B and a C here, and we can make one more new high up through here. So with the S&P 500 here, I'm not sure if what I've got on the tick chart here, right? So this is kind of where we're at. We had a possible A, B, and C. This is 100 ticks as a wave 2 here, so we know that this is not wave 2 here as such anymore. We were looking for this short trade here, but we also knew that we could go long above this particular point here. But I don't know if it's a good idea to send ourselves long here, but you know, I can't draw on this side, so I can draw over here. So in a way, we will have the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level here, and then we'll have an A and a B and a C correction here, if that's going to be the case, and we can look to go long here. But we haven't even made that top up here yet, you know. So so don't have that setup sitting here at the moment as such. So yeah, it's nothing we can do. But I can see from here that if I can just remove this here, just move that out of the way here, that this would be wave 1 here. We had it as an alternative count. When we spoke last time, we had this here as well, and I mentioned that it can be an ABC coming down for wave 2 here, and then moving up here. So we can just delete that. This is a 61.8% mark here. It's okay, you know, it's okay. The market can go higher, and this is quite a strong number here as well. So one of the things we'll be looking for here is to see if this market can actually find support on this level, and it will play a little, you know, take a while to play out. But I can also see too that the move, this being wave 1 and 2 here, and this being the third wave here, we don't have the fourth and the fifth wave here yet. So it's just not finished to the upside. So we're going to see Monday being positive to the upside here. So I'll just leave it at that, and let's allow Monday to play out, and we'll start to see what Tuesday and Wednesday are looking like. But we don't can't confirm a trend to the upside yet, even though I can see that it's got to go further up. But our count we have is for the short side, but I don't have any triggers there as yet either. So we're in a bit of no man's land at the moment. So we'll just allow these all these moves across the Nasdaq and the S&P to play out in this space here before we make a decision. Alrighty, cheers.